everyone, and welcome to podcast 9 3/4, a Potter podcast. I'm your host, the Half-Blood Princess. In today's video, I'm going to discuss several changes from the Harry Potter books to the movies that may not have been the best choices. But before I get started, if you love Harry Potter as much as I do, be sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. There were a lot of changes from the books to the movie adaptations of Harry Potter. Some changes made sense, while others did not. In this video, I'm going to talk about some that just weren't the best choices, and I will start off with the Marauders. Everyone who read the Harry Potter books knows that Remus Lupin was bitten by a werewolf, so his best friends, James, Sirius, and Peter, became animagi so they could help him during his transformations. The four nicknamed themselves the Marauders and created an enchanted Marauders map that Harry used throughout the series to secretly navigate the halls of Hogwarts and track its many residents' movements. The map made an appearance in the films, but the movies completely left out any sort of backstory to explain who created it. People who have only seen the movie didn't even have a chance to discover that Harry's father was able to turn into a stag, a significant detail from the books since that's the form of Harry's Patronus. Some cuts are necessary to save time, but the decision to completely ignore the Marauders storyline was bizarre. Next, we'll talk about Neville, the almost chosen one. Voldemort's decision to take out Lily and James Potter was inspired by a prophecy which stated he would be bested by a child born at the end of July whose parents defied the Dark Lord 3 times. In the books, Harry was not the only baby who could have fulfilled this prediction. Neville Longbottom also could have been the chosen one and would have been destined to defeat the Dark Lord if Voldemort hadn't chosen to attack the Potters instead. For some reason, this fact was completely ignored in the films. Neville's characterization was still fantastic, and I enjoyed seeing the once shy and awkward Gryffindor develop into a true hero and majorly contribute in the final battle of Hogwarts. But it was a shame that people who only watched the films never got a chance to discover Neville was very nearly the main character of the franchise. Next, Dumbledore's backstory. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows gave us a chance to explore the great mystery that is Albus Dumbledore. As the book finally revealed important details about his family, the tragic passing of his sister Ariana, and his dramatic relationship with the dark wizard Gellert Grindelwald. This backstory completely changed the fan perspective surrounding one of the greatest wizards of all time, yet it was almost entirely left out of the films. Battle of the Astronomy Tower. In Half-Blood Prince, Draco helped sneak several of Voldemort's followers into Hogwarts to help him carry out his mission to take out Albus Dumbledore. In the film, the Death Eaters' invasion on the school went incredibly smoothly, since no one seemingly came forward to oppose them. In the books, however, several professors, Gryffindor students, and Order of the Phoenix members fought against the Carrows, Fenrir Greyback, and the others in the epic battle of the lightning-struck tower. The Half-Blood Prince. People who only watched the Harry Potter films were denied the opportunity to fully understand the complex and fascinating character that is Severus Snape. The entirety of his backstory with Lily and the rivalry with the Marauders was condensed down to only a few short minutes of flashback sequences, and even though one of the films was basically named after him, it really failed to actually take the time to explain that he was referenced as the Half-Blood Prince. Snape chose the unusual title for himself because he was the product of Witch Eileen Prince and Muggle Tobias Snape, making him a literal half-blood prince. The title helped him sound as regally villainous as Lord Voldemort, the heir of Slytherin, but viewers never got the chance to learn that. Voldemort's family history. Voldemort is made out to be a fairly one-dimensional villain in the films, but a far better job fleshing out of his character and helping fans understand his motives and mentality is in the books. Since Merope Gaunt used a love potion to force a wealthy muggle to fall for her, their child grew up incapable of feeling actual love. Unfortunately, Merope passed upon childbirth, and Tom Marvolo Riddle's apathy evolved into rage towards muggles when his father chose to abandon him at an orphanage. When he learned he was a wizard with family ties to Salazar Slytherin, Voldemort became obsessed with increasing his power and asserting his dominance over the world. Knowing this helps make his development into the most feared wizard in the world is easier to understand. That backstory out of the films was the wrong decision. Of Dobby. Dobby's sacrifice in the first Deathly Hallows film was emotional, but it wasn't nearly as heartbreaking as it was in the books because we simply didn't see as much of the house elf as we did in the books. Books, Dobby was the one who told Harry about Gillyweed to help him make it through the second task of the Triwizard Tournament. The next year, he helped Harry decide to use the Room of Requirement for Dumbledore's army meetings. Both of these significant appearances were sadly removed from the films, so when Dobby showed up to help Harry yet again at Malfoy Manor and perished due to his efforts, it was one of the saddest moments of the entire Harry Potter series. Who only watched the films couldn't feel the true emotional weight of his passing. These are just some of the changes that shouldn't have been changed in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section and be sure to like and subscribe. Okay, love you. Bye.